This is what we're going to attempt today. A quick tutorial. This is a 2001 Jeep Wrangler 4.0 six-cylinder. We got a couple radiator hoses, a new serpentine belt, a new thermostat, which is right here, and a new radiator. We got some leaking going on here, so you got your bolt here, right here. You got one down below, that's for your shroud. Then you got these two bolts here and down below, which hold the radiator in. It's kind of basically the same on the other side. In some of the tutorial videos I've seen, people complain that there's 3 bolts on each side. I think this radiator has been replaced already, because thankfully I only see 2 bolts holding the radiator in. So what I'm going to do first here, I'm going to disconnect this hose from my reservoir, pop that off. I'm going to get the shroud off. Just get me a bucket and get down under here and loosen this little guy. Looks like that might be where it's leaking from. Now you can see here we got wet on the bottom of the shroud. We got wet over here. Wish me luck. I'll get this thing draining. I'm going to pull the radiator cap off to get a little bit better flow coming, and then unscrew this, get a bucket underneath here. And alright, as you can see, I pulled the cap, unscrewed the back there. Got a clean bucket here just in case I can reuse this antifreeze. And pulling the cap off really lets it flow quite a bit easier. Work on getting this reservoir off of here. Disconnect that hose and get the shroud unbolted. You can see the bolts. As I said, right there's the back of one, and there's another one down there you can see. So I'll pull this plastic overflow reservoir off to get at them bolts, and take it from there. I did get the reservoir tank pulled off of there, which makes it a heck of a lot easier to get to that bottom screw. We gotta get down into this hole right here. There's a little nub on the back of it right here, this little guy, and you have to push that in while you're pulling up to get these guys out of the channel. And what I did was I just used a big old screwdriver, got down in here to the hole there, pushed as hard as I could while lifting up on the back of that reservoir tank, and finally it popped right out. Alright, I got the lower radiator hose off. The shroud is unbolted. You can see I pushed it back. I got the upper radiator hose off. I'm going to pull the radiator out to get the shroud out of here. These 2 bolts off so I can get this radiator out of here. She's ready to come loose. 4 bolts. 1 here. 1 right down there. And yeah, get it out of there, and then I should have some room to work with some stuff. Alright, stay tuned. Somebody could tell you, I don't know what the heck this little guy is, but obviously he's got to go back on when you're done. The other problem I ran into is this bolt over here, right here. When I got that spinning on the back side. Alright, so I got to get that bottom bolt off there, this guy here, and then take this guy off and get this one off. If he doesn't spin, I'll have to pull this one off. Alright, here we are. I got that beast out of here. Now I'm going to work on the thermostat, which there's a There's a bolt down underneath there, and there's a bolt on top. Look, get a 1/2 inch, I believe it's a 1/2 inch drive on this little tensioner. Pop that in there, drop that down so you can get the belt off. I'll also be able to get at this upper. Once I get the belt off, I should be able to get in there and get this clamp off and get my lower radiator hose replaced as well. Alright, continuing on. The other thing I wanted to let you know was the new radiators. I guess the new ones, whether it's manual or automatic transmission, they come with these auto trans cooler ports. Then I called the auto parts store because I thought I might have to get plugs for this. But they said you can just leave them open if you want. I guess that's a separate tank, separate cooling tank on the bottom there. So these plugs came with it. They're open. I just figured instead of leaving them open like that, I'd screw these little plugs in. The guy at the auto parts store assured me nothing goes in, nothing comes out. Listen, this is what we decided. I fought with it for a while. Finally I decided, screw it, I'm going to go get some regular hose clamps. I'll put this on. Now I'm going to run these 2 hose clamps on from the bottom up, get one here, get one here, get it set, ready to go. I'll open it all the way up and then screw it down. Once I get it on there, I'll do the same thing with the other hose, but once I get that lower radiator hose on and screwed on to this here, then I'm going to get this thermostat, get the housing cleaned up the best I can, and we'll put that back on. I got a little ultra black gasket maker. I'm going to put a little bit of that on the back of this gasket, probably a little bit on the front. I'll stick it to the housing, probably put it on here first. Like so. And then, it'll be stuck. It'll be stuck to that. I'll run the bolts through it. And then, I'll probably put it in here first so I can get it into the little ridges. And then put the bolts in, screw it down tight. More to come. Anyways, as you can see, I got my new serpentine belt on there. Got a new hose clamp. Got that bottom lower radiator hose on. New screw clamp on there. The new belt's all wrapped around nicely. Put the shroud on. Anyways, I gotta put a bolt on the bottom there. Tighten up. Don't forget about your vent here. It's going to come up in and slide onto that and get a nut put on it, and then we'll put a nut on the back side to hold that down. Anyways, she's in. More to come. There she is. Back together. Have to fill her up with the antifreeze, new serpentine belt, new thermostat, and new radiator. So anyways, we'll fire her up, get some antifreeze in there, and check and make sure we don't have any leaks. Alright. Have a good one. Good luck.